So now I want to come to the topic. So this is a like pseudo random generator 4-bit. So here we are using a different approach to generating the pseudo random generator. So might be you are aware of dollar random function or not? Are you aware of dollar random or dollar u random?
No, sir.
Okay. So basically, dollar random is a system function in the Verilog STL. So basically, it is used to generate a 32-bit number, and it generate any number, unsigned number. It will generate. It means so it will generate a 0 to any number. But here our purpose is different. Here we do not have to use the dollar random function. That is a system function. So otherwise, this project is nothing. Just by using the, I mean to say, this is the dollar random function. So dollar random is a kind of system function used to generate the 32-bit integer number, and we can generate any number. Suppose we want to generate a like 0 and 1. Okay. So what we can do, its syntax is like percent %b. So that range of the number will be dollar random range will be minus b plus 1 to minus 1. So that is a range. So I will explain it little more. So dollar here B represent the number. So B represent, this is the range. We can say the range of suppose I want to generate a 2-bit number. Like I want to generate 0 and 1 only. To I want to drive the input to the DUT. DUT is basically design under test, or RTL we can say, register transfer logic, or sometimes we say DUT, which is we call as design under test. Okay, so your RTL is also known as DUT, or we can say design under verification. DUV, we sometimes we give the term as DUV also. Want to verify
So
some
DUT is
RTL.
necessary.
Yeah, basically, you are writing the first you are writing the DUT. So whatever the RTL code you are writing, that is a DUT. Okay, so design under test we say, or RTL we can say. So both are the like same things only. Okay, so dollar random percent B. Suppose I want to generate 0 and 1. So I am using here dollar random percent B percent 2. So it means if I put the value of b in the above, yeah, definitely it that this range is for the for the sign random. Okay, and basically for the unsigned random we use dollar u random. So for that the value will be different, and you are might be familiar like negative number also represent in the binary form in the 2's complement representation. So our value will be like it will generate the value range which will be 0 and 1. So it will randomly give the input 0 1 0 1 accordingly. So this is the like dollar random. Similar, if we want to generate the 4-bit random number, we can use the same function also. So but we have to do like for the 4-bit, how many combinations are there? Like 0 to 15 will be there. Total 16 combination will be there. So for 16 combination, you need to take the 4-bit. Okay. So suppose you are taking here, you want to generate like 16 combination. So it will be generating all the numbers 0, 1, 2, any number 0 to 15, any number can be represented using the 4-bit binary digits. So that way, in that way, we can also use this function instead of writing all these code. The purpose of like explaining this system function is like what is the alternate to this. Okay, so we have an advancement and we have the functionality to use the system functions. So it's easy. So sometimes we use them also. Okay. So it will generate continuously up to 15, like n minus 16. So there it will generate from 16 minus 1 means 15. Up to 15 it will generate. So there is no difference between the pseudo random and the random. So I want to come to the like the approach for doing your project is like we want to generate 4-bit number, okay, without using the dollar random function or without using the dollar u random function. So for that we have used another approach. So this is the test bench part. This is the design part of your project.
Sir, one more thing.
Mm,
We haven't been taught task run, sir. It has been used in the test bench task. We haven't been taught that.
yeah. So but basically, for the industrial level, we prefer the task-based test bench because they provide the easy readability and like it is easy to understand. If like I am writing the code and like some after 2 months or 3 months, like some other person is going to work on the same project or he want to read my code, he want to go through my code, so it will be easy to go through the like understanding the coding approach because I have done the coding according to me. And if some other person is coming, so using the comments and the like using the dollar task, so it will be a like it will give the easy readability and the reusability also. Okay, so
So,
that's not a
like, what is task, sir? Will you explain a task about task and everything? Because tomorrow they'll ask us again, like, what we didn't teach you. So, like, what is task?
I will explain in while I will be explaining the test bench part, I will be explaining the task and function. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so first I want to explain this like the RTL code. Okay, so test bench is nothing like it will be like simpler to you. No worries about the test bench part. First, you have to focus on the RTL. Okay. So RTL here we have used the another approach. Might be you are not aware. You cannot find the solution anywhere. I can assure you. So like yeah, basically this is a circuit we have used. Might be just give me a moment. I will open in another tab. Yeah. So is the circuit is visible to you? If you are able to see, it is too complex. If you see it first time, it will be like too complex because you are not familiar with this circuit. Okay, but it is the 4-bit ring counter or the like pseudo random sequence generator. So what we have done here in the circuit, it is a circuit of a 4-bit sequence generator. What we have done here, we are using 4 D flip flop. First D flip flop, second D flip flop, third D flip flop, fourth D flip flop. Okay. These are the like signals set and clear. These are we also know these signals are also known as asynchronous signal. Do you know the difference between the asynchronous and the synchronous signal in the Verilog or like the design RTL?
So, I know difference between synchronous and asynchronous, like not in very long. I mean,
Yeah, whatever you know, can you please explain?
synchronous, like we will have the clear and set line, so you can change the input anytime. I mean, the output won't be simply dependent on the input. Uh, Herein you can change it anytime, basically.
Okay, okay, fine. All right, like exactly true. So basically, synchronous and clear are the two like set and the clear here are the two asynchronous signals. We are like activating the set signal without waiting for the clock or without waiting for the clock event. Okay, so it will the flip flop will come to the set state. If we are activating a clear signal without waiting for the clock event to be occur, the flip flop will come to the reset state. Basically, clear means reset and set means set. So here it is a D flip flop and it is a positive triggered, and as you are aware, it is a synchronous synchronous circuit, like all the flip-flops are connected to the same clock, and these are the like here it is like these are the set signals, okay, and these here it is a these are the clear signals. What D flip-flop will do, or what is the functionality of D flip-flop? It is providing the storage. It will hold the 1 bit value. Okay, so each D flip-flop will hold a 1 bit value until the next passage, or like the passage or negate. So whatever it may be the event, it will, so it will hold the value. So do you know the like the truth table of the D flip-flop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if it is a like positive edge triggered, so whatever may be the input, if input is 0, so the output will be in the no change state. Okay. And if it like it is zero, if it is 0, input is 0, and at the postage the output will be 0, and if it is at the postage, if input is 1, then output will be 1. So in the same way, we are using the D flip-flop. So what we can do, so instead of using like using the 4D flip-flop and like making the connection, like connecting the queue of this and this, so we have make it simplified, more simplified. Okay, so what we have done, we have, it is a like just a like 4-bit register, we can say, like it is a shift register, like it will be it will shift the value, like if there is an input, so at the postage it will give the value to its output. This value will be taken as an input for this flip-flop, it will provide the output, and this value will be taken as an input for this flip-flop, and this will provide the output. So basically it is working like a shift register, having the set and the clear signals, or the asynchronous signals. And what we have done, so in the Verilog RTL code, you will be able to see here module asynchronous 4-bit. It is a like a module name. Input is a clock. We have taken a clock input, and preset is a one signal, and clear is a negative triggered signal, and output is a res type. And we have taken a count register of 4-bit. So there it is, here it is a count register of 4-bit. Okay. Now, at the passage of clock or negate of the clear, it is asynchronous. So what is the difference between asynchronous and synchronous? So while during the, if we want to make it synchronous pseudo random generator, what we will do? We have to just in the sensitivity list. This is called a sensitivity list. Okay. So at the rate, this is called the sensitivity list, and always is a block here. Okay. So if we want to make it as a synchronous pseudo random generator, we will be like no need to write this part. Okay. We have to remove this from the sensitivity list, and if we want to make it asynchronous, then we have to mention this also, clear signal also, because clear is an here asynchronous signal. So we need to mention the asynchronous signal in the sensitivity list. Then it will be become a asynchronous. So if preset, then count will be this.
Sir, can you once
Ab,
tell like what is the use of clock and clear in this code?
um, I want to. Okay. Could you please repeat your question?
Like what is the use of like pause edge clock and like negate clear? Like why?
Okay. Okay. Just it is a representation. Basically, it is a clocking event. Whenever there is a clock, just give me a moment. If it is possible, I will. Yeah, just give me a moment. I will open some other editor. Suppose this is our clock pulse. Okay, this is our clock pulse. Okay, so this is a representation of signal. Suppose this is a 0, and here it is high, so we will represent it as 1. Here it is 0, this signal 0, here it is 1. So whenever the clock pulse change from 0 to 1, whenever there is a transition change in the clock pulse from 0 to 1, that is considered to be a posage. Whenever there is a change from 1 to 0, that is to we say as nagage. So basically, to make it to work on the real circuits, like in the digital circuit, we use the clock so that all the output will be synchronized with the clock. So what we prefer, we either make all the registers with positive edge triggered or negative edge triggered. Okay. So here in the circuit, it is positive edge triggered, because if it is a negative edge triggered, you will be able to find a signal like a small circle. So that will represent a not gate or like inverting. So here it is a positive edge triggered. So it means at every passage, whatever the data will be there, it will be transferred to its output signal. It will be transferred to its output. Whenever there is a passage in the clock, passage transaction, then the input, whatever the value, it may be 0 or 1, it will be transferred to its output. So then, if it is a negative edge trigger, then it will not change its state on the positive edge. It will, whenever there will be nagage in the clock, it will change, it will pass the value of input to the output. So that is the difference between the negative edge triggered and positive edge triggered. Is it clear now?
Sir, like whenever there's positive edge on clock, the input will be transferred to the output.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a negative edge in clock, there won't be any
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. For this circuit, because it is a positive edge trigger. If
Yes,
it is
but
a,
they also
if
said that or negage of clear.
yeah. So no. For nagage of clear, not nagage of clear. Basically, I want to tell you one thing. Uh, Actually, yeah. Basically, here it is not a negative edge. Basically clear is an only the signal represent 1 or 0. But if we do not write the nagage here, okay. If suppose we are using the passage with the clock, and we are here, it is suppose it is a edge triggered, and here we are taking it writing simply as a clear. So then simulator will during the synthesis, simulator will going to throw an error. So that's why we are taking like at the nagage, like because clear signal did not depend on the clock pulse. They are asynchronous signals. So, but it's a like syntax we have to follow. That's why we have written here nagage. Okay. So clear is not
Okay,
a
fair enough.
not a clock dependent, but this is a syntax we have to follow. If we do not write this, then the simulator is going to throw an error.
So,
Okay.
if clock is positive, then the clear has to be negative, right?
No, it's not
So we
necessary.
can take it positive also, right? Okay.
No. Actually, we represent, if we take it as positive, no issues with that, positive. But we take positive as a set. Set is there, na? So these are the like some terms we represent with, like if clock, you will be able to see in the circuit. Just wait. Are you able to see these these round, these circles? So
Okay. So
so these
we can
these.
change this. If we change the circuit.
Hmm,
Uh, okay, fine. I got it.
okay, fine. So basically, it is a 4-bit register just, okay. So we are changing how we have taken the value this. Now the question comes to like how you have taken this value. I don't know like how you have taken this value. So for this value, we have represented like this. So whenever there is a connection, like to which suppose we have connected, like what we can say, it is a like synchronous circuit, and we will represent it as a Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0. Okay. Basically, it is a LSB. Okay. So this is a LSB. This is a LSB, and like this is a LSB. 1 and here it is MSB. Here also same, it is MSB and this is a LSB bit. So if preset, then count will be like count will what will be having the output. If we suppose there is a preset state, so if there is a preset state, so what is going to be changed? So if we activate these input, asynchronous input, so one will be here, one will be here, one will be here, and preset signal is not connected to here. Like set signal, set signal also known as preset signal. So don't be confused about it. Okay. So it is connected to this flip flop, this flip flop, this flip flop, but it is not connected to this flip flop. So it at this it will going to be a 0. In these flip flop we will have an, if we activate the set, then we will having a 1 1 1. Okay, at 3, and this will be having 0. This one will be the output of this flip flop. This flip flop, if we set it, this will be the output of this flip flop. This one will be the output of this flip flop, and this one will be the output of this flip flop, and 0 will be the output of this flip flop. I mean to say that. Okay. So this is a preset state, and if we press the clear, if we activate the clear, so now you are able to see, like here we have not used the pauses or net case because clear is an like not a positive age triggered signal. It is a like label sensitive. What we can say, there are two type of signal: label sensitive and the age sensitive. So age sensitive are the positive age and the negative age, and the label sensitive we represent basically as a low or high. Okay. If we are activating clear, so clear will be, this will flip flop will be 0, this will be having 0, this will be having 0, because and now you are also able to see like here clear is not connected. So what it will do, it will set the this flip flop. So it means it is setting this flip flop, so it will have a 1. So that's why it is having 1 0 0 0. So is it clear to you?
Sir, can you explain the last part? How is it setting it?
If we are pressing the clear signal, so clear is connected to this here it is also connected, here it is also connected. This signal is not connected to here. We are not clearing this flip flop. What we are doing here, we are setting this flip flop. This signal, at the same time this signal is connected to the set state. So what it will do, it will change the output from to 1. It will set this flip flop, it will reset, it will clear these flip flop. These 3 flip flop will be
Got it, sir.
clear, and this flip flop will become to the set state. So in that basis we have taken 1. Now else what we are doing, count. Now what we are doing, so do you know the like why this operator, why we are
XOR
using
gate.
here? Okay, fine. So you are aware of that. That's good. So like else count. So count is our 4-bit register only here we are using. So count 2 down to 0. Count 2 down to 0. It means only for the 3 input. 2 down to 0 means count 2, count 1, and count 0. So for 3 input will be remaining same. Only what we are doing, these 3 input will be remain same. Only the output of this count 3. So count 3 means this. Count 3 and count 2 output are XORing. We are XORing the count 3 and count 2 output. And what where we are placing them? We are placing them to the like first, like LSB, because 3 these 3 bit like 3 bit will remain same, like 2 down to 0 will remain same. Only this count 3 bit and the count 2 bit will be XOR. So what will they will occur? So it will be like 3 bits are here, and by performing the XOR between output of the this flip flop and output of this flip flop, they are going to produce a 1 bit, because XOR here we are using XOR. So XOR is a bitwise operator. Okay.
Sir, the
Yeah.
XOR bit will be the MSB, the first one.
No, it will be a LSB. LSB bit. It will be. Here it will be LSB bit. Okay. Because 2 down to 0 we are representing here, and it basically we are using it is a concatenation operation, concatenation operator. So 3 bit will be here and the 1 bit will be here. Okay. So we have designed according to this circuit, and this circuit is like a standard. So after that, what we have done, like this is nothing, this is here we have comment this, so no need to like use these things. You can remove these things, otherwise these things may create a problem to you. Okay, so you can remove these things. No, these are like nothing. We have just for the practice. Now what is the like need of test bench? Now we come to the here, like what is the need of test bench? Why we are using the test bench? Okay, so I think you are clear with these functions now. Also, dollar random, u random. You got some idea or not?
Yes, sir.
Already, I think half an hour. So I'm going to explain this TV part also. This is a test bench. So basically, so why we what is the need of these pseudo random generator? So these are the generator. So might be we are using we are applying these numbers to some. Uh, do you know some like encryption techniques and decryption techniques are there? We use in some communication protocols, or we use in different ways. So in that way, we have to use these numbers. So we are using pseudo random generators. Have you read in digital communication? Might be it is a kind of syllabus, like where we are playing with the digital signals, like in encoding techniques. There is frequency divider and all. So those are the things.
No, sir. We had basic Verilog, sir. First time we got
No,
introduced to
no,
this.
no. It's not a. I am not talking about the Verilog. I mean time division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing. So in that way, we
We
have.
don't have that, sir. We just digital design only about multiplexer, flip flops. We just
Okay,
got
okay,
introduction of them.
okay, fine. So there are like so many applications about these random functions. Okay, these like pseudo random generator. So here, why we are writing this TB? So test bench we are writing to verify the functionality of our DUT or the design under test. Yeah. So basically, what we are doing here in the test bench, we are generating the input also. We are like generating the stimulus or generating the input, and we are providing the input to this circuit or to this DUT. This is a module. So this is your DUT. So what are the signals it will require? Clock, it require clock, it require preset, it require clear signal, and this is the output. And output it will be sampled by the this code, this test bench. So it will provide the input
So
to the
one more doubt,
DUT.
sir.
Yeah.
In this module, we have written output reg count, sir. Even if we don't write reg, it's not a problem, no, sir.
Yeah, it will be definitely going to a problem because it is a register.
Will it work or will it not, sir?
It will not work. There are like so many reasons it will not going to work, because res is a keyword we use. It is a data type. Res is a data type in the Verilog.
So
So
if we can even write an input reg.
no, we cannot write input res. We cannot write input res because we are here. Like I think you are not aware of the basic, because while we are connecting any circuit, this is a kind of digital circuit. We are connecting this circuit with the external world, with a different circuit. Okay, so we cannot take the input as a reg type, and we are taking the reg here because output we want like 4-bit register. So we want 4-bit register by using the this reg keyword. And inside the reg here, inside the always block, always at the block, we can use the only the reg data types. It is not allowed to use the wire data type inside the always block. Okay, you can use the wire data type with the assign statement, but not within the procedure. Okay. within the procedural block, you have to, the right hand side will be only the reg type. So reg is here count. So there are like so many reasons. If I'm going to find it, like there will be like so many reasons also. Okay. So we are providing the input using this test bench. Okay. We no need to declare any input or output here in the test bench part. And this is a parameter. Parameter is a like data type also. Like it will work like a constant. So cycle is a variable name, parameter type, and we are giving the value. So that we are using for generation of the clock. So that's why we have used this parameter cycle and reg. And one more thing I want to update you, whatever may be the input in the DUT, design under test, we take it as a reg type in the test bench. Suppose we have taken the clock as input, preset is input, and clear as input in the DUT. So that all these signals will be the reg type in the test bench. Clock, preset, clear. If there is a like output count, so this is a count is of output type, so then we have to take the count as a wire type in the test bench. Okay, so it will like the size will be remain same, but the whatever the output will be in the design and the test DUT, it will we have to take it as a wire in the test bench, and whatever the input in the uh, DUT, we have to take it as a reg type in the test bench. Here we are what we are doing, we are instantiating the DUT. Means how this module is going to communicate with this module. There should be like some connection now. So that's why we are using we are instantiating this module here. So how we are instantiating? So for this we have to use this module name. So asynchronous 4-bit. Asynchronous 4-bit is a module name here, and this is a like local variable we have to declare. And here we are making the connection in order base. We are doing the order base instantiation. So if we change the like the this way, if we want to write this preset first of all, then we have to write the clock. Then this is not going to work because there will be like two type of connections occur. One is order base and one is name base. So here we are using order base. So clock is connected to the this clock, preset is connected to the this preset, clear is connected to this clear, and output and count is connected to this. Okay. Here inside the this we have only represent the input and all. You can write, you can just write the clock, preset, clear, or the count it here, and you can define it input and output here. No issues with that. That can be valid. But I have defined like whatever the input may be there, DUT, those you have to take as reg type, and whatever the output may be in the DUT, there's that you have to take as a wired. So we have instantiating the DUT. Here it is a always block. Inside the always block, this always block is used for the clock generation. So we are generating the clock pulse here. So always means it will always going to generate the clock. So that cycle is used here. So cycle, what is the value of cycle? 10 is here. So suppose this 10 is going to be here. So 10 divided by 2, it means 5. And what is why this symbol is used? Has anyone can answer?
Delay.
Yeah. So it will be going to give a delay of 5 delay unit. For the 5 delay unit, it will be having the value clock equal to 10, like clock will be having the value 0, and after the 5 delay unit again, it will be having the value like if it is here 0, then it will be having clock equal to 1. Okay, so clock basically here it is having the value 0, so it is a not operator we are using here. So not of 0 is 1, so clock will be 1 for the 5 delay unit. So in that way, we have to generate the clock. It means for the 5 delay unit, uh, so the time period of this is like for 5 delay unit, the clock will be high, and for the 5 delay unit, clock will be 0. Okay. Now we are writing the task for the reset. Like for every input, we have to write the task. So what we are doing here, task, we are, are you aware of the like setup time and hold time?
No, sir.
Okay. So basically, in the digital circuit, we want to we want like the output. It will give the output at the passage of the clock. Okay. So here we are at the passage of the clock. It is going to have an we will having some output. So what we consider at the same passage of the clock, we cannot provide the input to the DUT. Okay, because if we are providing the input at the same passage, so output may be having some errors, or it will go to the like unexpected results, or it can be like go to the meta stability state, what we can say. So what we can do, if we are here, we are taking the output as passage of the clock, so we are giving the input to the at the negatives of the clock. So I mean to say, if we I am giving the d value at this passage, I am giving the value d. Okay, but at the same passage I am getting the value of q also, so that is not a valid. So I mean to say, like if this is a passage, okay, this is also a passage. So if I am giving the value of d here, okay, d here, I am activating the d signal. I am making the d from 0 to 1. And at the passage in the always block, you have seen I am at the passage only. I am going to change my output. My output will be considered at the passage of the clock, because I have designed it in that way. Okay. So if I am at the same passage, I am considering my output, collecting the output at the same instant of time. I am changing the input, so it may be go to the meta stability state. So that's why instead of doing this, what I am doing, I am providing the input. I am changing the input to the duty at the negage, because this negage is not, we are not using the negage here, na? So because all the flip-flops are the positive edge triggered, so we can use of this negage. So what we are doing, we are providing the input at this negage. Those factor will not come into the picture. Okay. So at the negage of the clock, we are making the preset as 1, and for at the next negage of the clock, preset will be 0. It means at this negage, I am making preset signal as 1. So this is preset signal, suppose, and it will be remaining preset till the next negage. So in that way, I am providing the preset signal. Okay. For the same clear, for the for one clock cycle, I'm like task. This is a task, and this is a task name, and this is a begin end. This is a syntax you have to follow for the task name, begin, end, and end task. We have to end the task also. Okay. Here it is task can have input as an argument. We can provide the input also, or we can leave it empty. Okay. If there is like some functionality, some function, or we are using some other way, so we can provide some input also. So task can provide can pass the input output or in out type of argument also. So but here we are only using for the generating these signals. So here so for the one complete cycle, here we are generating the preset, and here for the one complete cycle, we have taken the name task reset clear, begin, end, task, and task. So it will be good if you like in the code you will be writing like task for reset. So it will be easy to understand you, like task for reset, task for clear. Okay. So in that way you can use. Yeah, I want to update you regarding one thing. There are like two representation we have used, like preset and preset is there, set is there, clear is there, and we use reset also there. Okay, but here we are not using, I think, reset. Here we are not using the reset signal. Now come to the, like, we have written the task for the reset signal. How many inputs we require? Three inputs we require here. We have generated the clock. Where we have generated the clock? Here we have generated the clock pulse. And after that, we have generate the preset signal also. Like we have write the task for the preset here. And after that, we have write the task for the clear signal. Yes, we have write the task for the clear signal also. After that, now what we are doing, we are like, it is an initial block, it is a main block, an initial block that it is, it also follow a syntax. Yeah, initial, begin, reset. Reset duty, it is a name of the task. Which task? Here, task duty is a reset duty is a name of your preset task. Preset task name is a reset duty. So we call the task by using the task name. So in the initial, begin, and block, we are calling the reset duty. After that, we are, after that, one clock cycle. For the one complete cycle, from the negage to negage, it will be going to be preset as high. Then we are calling the reset signal. So reset signal will be high for the next negage to the next negage. And after that, after the delay of 100, it will wait for the 100. All these functionality will be going to be internally, like XOR operation and all these. So for the 100 delay unit, it is going to provide the out, like, random numbers between 4-digit random numbers. Okay, so you can remove these parts. No need to write these the statements which are comment. Okay, so otherwise they may raise a question during your presentation. So remove the unnecessary part, whatever it is written. You can use the comments. These comments will be helpful during your presentation also, like what, why you have written this and all. So that is simple. And here in the below part, initial, begin, end. Okay, so in the, here we have used the dollar monitor signal. Dollar monitor is also a system function to represent the values of the these signals. So whenever there will be change in these values, these signals, clock, whenever there will be change in clock signal, like clock is becoming from 0 to 1, 1 to 0, preset is making changing, like there is a change in the preset value 0 to 1, 1 to 0, or like something that, or there, whenever there will be change in any of these value, like monitor, dollar monitor is going to display the all the values. So here we will be able to see the output at the, like the window also. So using these signals, so dollar monitor is for the, on the monitor you will be able to see the output, like clock is 0, clock at the clock 0, reset 0, clear is 1, then count is this. So you will be able to see those things. And this is a syntax, like we have written the module and module. So that's
Sir, can you
all.
run it once?
Okay, you want me to run it? Okay, okay, fine. So are you able to get, like, whatever I have explained? Did you get something, or like it was like just I am explaining and you are listening?
No, sir, perfectly all right.
So understood.
Okay, fine.
So this one is the wave.
But preset is not high here, I think. You can change, you can move the this to the right side or left side. See in this monitor, see in the, like, below, like, yeah, is there, like, check the preset is becoming one, or
Reset is only one in the start, sir. Then it's all zeros.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine.
Is it all right, sir?
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah, this is correct.
Like,
Okay.
is it one
Yeah,
only in the
yeah,
starting?
yeah. Just wait. Like when there is a preset, the count will become to 0, 1, 1, 1, and when clear is 1, in the next count, in the next clear, yeah, then count is 100, because after the one clock cycle, when there is a clock one, then you will be able to see the change.
Because
So
it is asynchronous, sir.
yeah, so here check the value of clock. Here check the value of clock. Clock is one, so that's why you are at the clock one. So it means at the post age you are getting the count equal to 100.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and in the above also, like when there is a clock, okay, clock is one and preset is one. Clock is one and preset is one. Yeah,
Yes,
here.
sir.
And whatever the value of clear will be unknown, here it is no issues with that. Preset is one,
Okay.
so it is coming to the 011 state.
And the
Neha,
next there is no change, no, sir.
yeah, Neha, you have joined late, I think, or you left the meeting because of some issues.
No, sir, my phone got disconnected.
Okay, okay, fine. So that is fine only. Okay.
Okay, sir. So these are the random numbers, sir. All this.
Yes, you are able. I think you are able to figure out these are the only random numbers.
Yes,
Like
sir.
no.
And what is the first line, sir? Can you explain the first line?
These are the like default values. Like clock is unknown, preset is unknown here, clear clear is unknown, count is unknown, because all are the unknown are the basically like the unknown states. Like the count is unknown because it is of reg type. Okay,
Is
and
it the initial
input.
state, sir?
Yeah, yeah, initial state only. Okay,
Okay.
you can define in the test bench. You can define some task, and in that task you can like initialize it to the zero.
Which
You
one, sir?
can write not here. You can write a separate task. So in that task you can like write before that.
Before this, sir.
Just I am going to like type. You just turn off your screen. Okay. Yeah, I mean to say like there before after this instantiation to duty, what we have usually do, we have to make all the signal as initialize all the signal as zero input signal. So what we can do, we can write one initial begin, and here what we can do, what are the input signal?
Clock
Input
preset here.
preset clear only, no need to make the count as zero or like, okay, or you can define it count as also zero, no issues with that. But so what we can do, we can use the concatenation operator, preset clear, and the count we will make it to zero. Type this thing in your code and run it once again.
Yes, sir.
Run it once again and update me. Like no need to share screen, you can just update.
Yes, sir. Getting the output, sir, now.
Now you are getting zero now in the initial state.
Zero initial state. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Can you can so you can share a screen for like for some seconds so other will also see. Okay. So I'm turning off my screen. You can share it for some minutes. Yeah, now you are getting clock as zero, preset as zero, clear as zero, and you can make it count as zero also. Okay.
Okay, sir. Initial one is this, and then it starts, no, sir. Positive edge,
Yeah, yeah,
negative edge.
yeah, definitely. So I want to share one task with you, like one small task, explanation innovation, and in this profile you have to just share your review, how you feel, like how was my explanation, or like is I'm able to explain you correctly, and did you get all the things using this online chat option. So we will be trying to uh, answer your queries. Along with that, in the Instagram, you can find us. You can find some more interesting quiz daily. We are sharing some of the basic things. So you might be we are giving some problems, so you can solve them. Like with your busy schedules, you can follow us on Instagram and the social handles. So that's all from my side.
Definitely, sir. Thank you a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No queries, sir. Thank you.